So another season begins, and this might be the last one. I haven't made that choice yet. We'll see how it goes. Let's get on with it. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 114 of Passport to Poland. I am, as always, ChasingLamely, and today we are starting off the season in style with hopefully our first trophy of the season. When I said in the intro this might be the last season, I'm getting frustrated with the lack of progress in Europe, so we're going to see how that goes this season. Also, I think if we can get a treble, that'd be a nice place to end on. And today we're playing Wisla Krakow for the first of the 3 trophies that makes up the domestic treble here in Poland. So we'll see how that goes. Nothing has changed since the last episode because I literally, as you saw, stopped recording after we got to this game. The board are fairly happy, but we'll see how it all goes. So today we'll see how it goes, and I'll speak coherent English. That'll be a good start. So we are, of course, the favourites. We've only lost to Wisla Krakow once. Last time we played them was the final of the FA Cup, which of course we won. So Wisla Krakow are in the final because they are the runners-up in the cup. One would presume otherwise we'd be playing Legia, who are the runners-up in the league. Selection-wise, I've been playing a lot of friendlies in the build-up to this game, so there's a few players who aren't fit, so won't play today. Mark Stewart's not fully fit. A whole litany of people. You go through let's take some of these reserves out. Oh, we've got all the reserves out. Let's take some of the unavailable out, make it easier to scroll down through. Klaus Bang, not fit. Thomas Ramirez, not fit. Nick Francis, not fit. McEachran, Quintana, Longstaff, not fit. De Bernardi, not fit. A few players not fit. Camacho I just haven't selected today because I didn't think I needed him. Ribeiro could have played, but let's give some other people a try. Same with Brigger. I didn't think it was a right time to drop him in. Turam still on trial, although potentially maybe a better pick than Havel. Yeah, bunch of people not making it because Aya Sterling just not selected. Fernandez not fit. McPake not fit. Lopez not fit. Loads of players not fit. Ivo Mamini would have been the striker on the bench had he been fit, but he's not. So let's look at who is starting. Wilson starts in goal, of course. Bradley Wilson starts in goal. He should be the captain today. I've just made him the vice captain of the squad, having sold Akierov right. Kondraki starts at right back. Radoslav Kondraki, who spent last year on loan, but looks like a really good prospect. He was on loan at Livorno last year. Played 41 league games for them, which is just a devastatingly large number. But yeah, so he's going to play. We'll try him out today to see what he can do for us. We've also got Pleshko and Kokoska are the starting centre halves with Adam Devine starting at left back. Turek is the holding midfielder, a new look formation as well. You'll have noticed a 4-1-3-1-1 because I've only got very few strikers who are of the level for this squad. So Fabas, the trialist, starts. We have put in a bid for him. I think he could be quite good for us. Burke and Jourdau are the midfield, with Dostlek in the attack of midfield and Thomas Sindlar starting up front. Sungui, again, I've bid on him. He'll be on the bench with Bajalski, Klima, Bernadeschi, Gomez, Gagliotti and Havel. Gomez and Bernadeschi I've tried to make offers for. We haven't freed up the funds yet, but there's a few players, as everything around me makes noise, there's a few players who have had bids in for them, not least of which, of course, is Oli Aguilar. But this does give me the ability to switch to the traditional slash diamond if I need to. I can switch to the winger formation if I need to. We have options, but let's get into the game. Let's see how it goes. 5 squad numbers to be given out because 5 new players. Well, that's curious. That seems fairly fair. We'll give Turret the lowest number because he actually does play for the club. The rest haven't signed yet. Let's not give them the good numbers. Right, I said the good numbers. They're in the 40s. There's no good numbers in the 40s for a squad number. I do need to sort those out at some stage, but I haven't had the option pop up yet to do it, so we haven't done it. Anyway, regardless, let's get into the game. Let's see what we can do. I think this team should still be strong enough to win. It's by no means our first team, but it should still be strong enough to get the win that we need. And I'm hoping we'll get there at some stage this week, because it's doing that slow loading thing it likes to do from time to time. But I'm sure we'll see it through. And if we don't, well, let's just make a quick time jump. There we go. That was almost seamless. Almost seamless. Right. Let's have a look at what we're up against. That looks like more or less the same team that played against us in the final of the cup. I don't think they've brought anyone new. I didn't check to see if Wisla Krakow have brought in new players. Let's get to a stage where we can see that, just to see if there's anyone here we should be paying close attention to. Any big signings? I don't know if anyone in this league's actually made any big money signings this season. Haven't seen anything that was particularly exciting. That's the same team. Same team. They barely stayed up last year. You can see they finished 11th. They stayed up last year, but apparently didn't feel the need to strengthen, which is an interesting choice. They might be going down, or maybe they're just going late bargain hunting. Who knows? Let's do we'll let Albert Kavalioff do the team talk, as we always do. Into the tunnel. The sale of promising youngster Jacob Shihak has unquestionably caused concern amongst the fan base. How do we appease the supporters? Oh yeah, I sold Jacob Shihak. Convincing the transfer will benefit the club in the long term. Well, it's fine. We're unbeaten in 7 games. Well, good. And why have we left him out? Well, he's just being rested. That's literally what's happened. Why have we chosen? I've got faith in him to do a job. He's come back from his loan. He's looking really good. Left Di Bernardi out. Well, because, as I said before, he's lacking some sharpness. So we need to get him fit before he can play. He's played quite heavily in friendlies, to be fair, so he's definitely not quite there. But it's fine. This team should be more than good enough to get this job done today. I'm glad to have David Havel back as well from his loan. I think he's going to become a really top prospect for us. I think Ivo Mamini will start coming through as well, as Sindelar picks up the ball early and goes on a bit of a run. What can Thomas Sindelar do? Nothing. Thomas Sindelar has achieved nothing for us. That's a strong start to things. So, well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the rest of this game. Let's do a get creative shout to get creative. Things looking okay. Adam Devine picking up a yellow card, but nothing spectacular thus far. No, nothing dramatic. But losing the possession game, which is very unusual for us. But it is a new formation. I've built this formation from scratch to kind of suit the best squad we have, the best team we can put together. They've been trying to play it during pre-season. It's not necessarily been super successful. We beat Arsenal at a friendly, but it was, of course, just a friendly. So maybe it'll take some time for this to blood in, maybe, or to bed in, I should say, or maybe we need to tweak it. Maybe we just need to go back to something tried and true. But we're gonna see how this one rides out as we're chasing it. Adam Devine's gonna get us sent off here. You watch. It's gonna be a really, really pointless tackle. He's managed to avoid it. Fabas has picked up the ball though. Big ball forward. Sindelar is through and onside. Can he score on a one-on-one? He can. Thomas Sindelar with his first goal of the season. Alex Fabas with the assist. And that's going to do wonders to convince me he should remain part of the club. Sindelar, though, getting on the end of that, just timed his run to perfection there. Really just got off the shoulder of his man. Got through, one-on-one with the keeper. Nothing anyone could do to stop him. And that is our first goal of the season, and hopefully our first trophy this season. We've never done the domestic treble. We've done a lot of doubles, but no trebles. So that's definitely a good start for us. Dostlet back to Devine, to Jordao, who loses it, but it's been picked up by Kokoska. The first time we've seen Kokoska in anger. Turek has options and finds Burke to Dostalek. Dostalek flicks it out wide to Kondrakia. First time we've seen him do anything major. Fabas has a shot. And Alex Fabas, he can't be offside, surely. Well, Sindelar was offside, but he didn't touch it. Like, how did he interfere in play? He didn't I don't know. New offside rules, they frustrate me. They don't make any sense. It'll be fine. Let's do more creativity. And see if that achieves anything as we head into half-time. We're slowly getting back into the possession game. kind of shows we're starting to settle down, get used to the formation a little bit. Of course, we aren't playing necessarily the best team in the league. That won't help, but we'll see how it goes. That was an inspiring team talk. Good work, Albert. You've done wonders. Dostalek not having a great game. Burke not having a great game, but I do have the ability to switch to a formation with wingers and take those guys off if I need to. It would mean Jourdao would become the attacking midfielder, though, which is something I don't think I've tried him out doing before. Maybe he's great at it, maybe he's not. This feels like a good gamble to take in the middle of a cup final. Our fullbacks are starting to tire as well, so it's going to be a case of let's really think through the risks we take. Smolcic has put it forward to Savicevic. Savicevic with a big ball forward to Jourdao. Jourdao to Dostalek. Dostalek, options around him to Burke, to Turek, to Burke again. Burke, what can he do? Ball forward. He's found Kondraki, Fabas to Dostalek, to Sindlar, to Jourdao. Bruno Jourdao gets himself a goal. He's been trying to leave all summer because he's not been playing, but I think with the changes I've made, he's going to feature quite a lot. He is still on paper like third best centre midfielder in the squad, maybe even second best central midfielder in the squad. But obviously with Silas Diego and with brain failed then. The other guy whose name has escaped me entirely, the other Portuguese midfielder we've got, yeah, he's not really had a look in. But so awkward. Let's do a tactics. Is there a version of this where we can maybe squeeze something out of here? I think the logical thing is to take off the two full-backs, which isn't the hardest choice I have to make because Bajalski can play there, Sungui can play just about everywhere in the world, so that's straight swaps, that's easy. Fabas is tiring, Jourdao is tiring and booked. Let's take the risk, let's take the big risk, let's take off Jourdao for Bernadeschi? Sure, because this might be the only chance we get to see Bernadeschi. Although we're going to see him on the left wing. We'll move Dostalek out to the right wing. We will switch Burke out just to fill in some gaps. Fabas won't be needed as a Mazzala, so he can become the attacking playmaker. That makes sense. Dostalek on the wing probably is better off. Make him an inverted winger on support. And Bernadeschi, I have no doubt, will be better as an inverted winger on the attack. In fact, we'll make him an inside forward. Let's see if he can actually get himself a goal. Because why the devil not? I think I only get 3 subs in this competition, but I don't fully remember. But those are the 3 rolls of the dice we've taken, so we'll see what happens. We can always ask if we can make the other sub. It will be Fabas that came off if we could for Gomez. Oh, more subs. Okay. Always pay attention to the competition rules, kids. Can I put on Klima? I can put on Klima at centre half, which is not what I'd normally use him, but needs must. And we might even be able to squeeze Galliotti and Havilon. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe there's a whole world of things to discover, and I've not thought this through. Anything is possible. Let's do a tactics. Why not? Let's see if it will let me make those subs, because if it does, then I can rearrange things slightly. Dostalek, will he come off? Nope, cannot make any more subs. Okay, that's fine, because we didn't need to. We were just making them for the sake of making them. 5 subs should be plenty in any game. They've responded well to being praised, though. That's good. Things are coming nicely to a close. We are going to have our first trophy in the bag. We finally got on top of the possession issue. Dominated shots. They've not had a single shot. Not one shot. That's how dominant we've been. And this is, remember, this is by no means our first team. I'd struggle to make known it's our second team. Which just goes to how far we've gone in terms of being a dominant force in Polish football, because we had a new tactic we hadn't really tried out properly, a bunch of new players, some trialists, a lot of the second and in some cases third string playing, and we've still come away with the trophy, so that's going to be an absolute boost to morale around the club for sure. Thomas Sindlar, of course, got his goal because he is now a favoured personnel at the club. The World Cup is still going on. I'm guessing Portugal just won the World Cup, because that would make sense. Portugal playing Argentina at about this time. I'm guessing Portugal just won the World Cup. We had a few players away at the World Cup. None of them are still there, as you'd imagine, because they were for the most part. We got the Park to the Tank achievement. They are for the most part, obviously Czech and Danish and things. So oh, and we've got a couple of Jamaicans I forgot we had who were playing at the World Cup. But yeah, so that's a 2-0 win. That's the first trophy in the bag, and everything looking quite shiny. So let's wrap this episode up before we end up running towards the 20-minute mark. I will be back for the second leg of the Champions League. I'm not going to do the first league game of the season this year. I'm going to come back for the second second leg of the Champions League playoff. We'll round up what you've missed, including any transfers that happen. But yeah, in the meantime, guys, you can find all my socials down here: Twitter, Insta, and Patreon. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because this season's going to be epic, and the FM21 stuff we're going to be doing, by the way, is going to be top drawer. You're going to definitely want to be on board with that. And as always, I've been Chasing Lamely. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.